Hello, today is Thursday, the 14th of July, so it's day 78 on the CDT. A few things. First, I look like a drowned rat because I just finished with an incline and I'm wearing my wind shirt and my rain pants because the mosquitoes are absolutely horrendous. They swarmed me on the walk or hike, let alone at camp. So like it's 7:52 and I just got finished setting up my tent and getting inside because it took such a long time to keep the mosquitoes out and to I don't just do the simplest things. Here, I don't know if this will work, but let's see if you can like see the mosquitoes flying around outside, and I'll be quiet to see if you can hear them. I'm at about 9,400 feet, so it's still warm. So even though it's 8 o'clock, it's not cool enough for them. So I have no idea when they're going to, go bed down. There's no wind, so that's not keeping them away. And there's no rain, so that's not keeping them away. If you camp in Colorado right now with how wet the monsoon is, 100% make sure you have like DEET or some kind of bug spray because you're gonna need it. Moving on. So last night I signed off from the video and I started to make dinner, and wow, the worst thunderstorm of this trip occurred last night, and it wasn't just one; it was a series of them. And it was like one thunderstorm would pass, and then 15 minutes later we get like a 15-minute break, and then another one would pass. And I say we there because there were some other hikers that got hit with the same thunderstorms. Some of them were side by side. One of, I think the largest of them, if not the largest, it was came directly over my tent, and some of the thunder was absolutely deafening, and the lightning show was impressive. Like through my little vent, I could push it up and see, and then I left my rainfly open for the beginning of the storm so I could see it, and it was absolutely amazing to see the lightning. It was coming down not just in one streak, but it would have like 4 or 5 different arms on the lightning strike. So it rained off and on from, I don't know, like 9 o'clock until the last storm started at 3:30 a.m. and ended at 4. So I got a series of naps last night, basically, instead of just solid sleep. I got up at 5 to beat the mosquitoes, and also we had a break in the rain from 4 to 7, and then 7:15 some clouds started forming again and rain started falling. Thankfully I was hiking north, so by the time the rain started falling around I think it was like 8:15, like an hour after the clouds formed, I was on the edge of the storm, and I got just some sprinkles on me, so not anything severe for me, but the thunder, my new rainfly did well. Everything in the tent was dry, but those thunderstorms were impressive to listen to see the lightning. The wind was strong, so it was basically Mother Nature and the weather gods welcoming me back to the trail yesterday. I forgot to mention yesterday that you can see the mosquitoes above my head in the mesh on the top of my tent. So I forgot to mention yesterday, I got to see a bobcat or a lynx. I'm not sure which. It was running across an open field. So I know it wasn't a mountain lion. It was too small, and its movements were not as graceful as a mountain lion. So I'm pretty sure it was a bobcat, which was pretty cool. I have never seen a bobcat in Colorado in the wild, so that was certainly fun to see yesterday. And then today I got to see, it was 8 elk, so I don't know if that classifies as a herd of elk, but they were out on some snow and saw me coming and kind of moved off, but it was fun to see those animals as well. It is not fun to see the mosquitoes, so that's a boo, but seeing a bobcat makes up for it. Today's hike was a long one. I think, I haven't done my math yet, I think it was 28 miles. I have a stretch where I have to do 165 miles in 6 days, so it's a pretty aggressive goal to get to Rollins. So the mileage of 22 yesterday and 28 today puts me at 50. So I've got 110 left in 4 days. However, the benefit is, I believe, the last 2 days or maybe the last 3 days, I'm past encampment and starting to head towards Rollins, which is Great Basin territory, and the miles should come much easier once I finish. I think tomorrow there might be a big climb. I got to look at that too. And so if there is if there is a big climb tomorrow, then I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit like high mileage, depending on how high that climb is and how long it is. But there were a few minor climbs today, and I was still able to get 28 miles, so that's good. Let's see. It is hot for the first time, I think for the first time, not going into a city. We dropped below 9,000 feet. I think we got down to 8,000 feet today. And again, it wasn't going into a resupply. It was actually just going to a trailhead. So it definitely was hot, and we stayed in the morning. The first 10 miles was an ascent, and then after that it was a descent for a lot of the day, and that's when I got down to 8,000. And then the last few hours of the day I was ascending again to get up to 9,400. The mosquitoes, it was so hot the mosquitoes were not out, and so it was a wonderful day to hike. You weren't bothered by the bugs, and once it got cool enough, that's when the mosquitoes came out, or flapjack fools. So let's see, there was something else I was going to mention. Oh, with it being this hot out, like when I think I've mentioned, I believe it was in a previous video I mentioned that I like crisp things when I get to town. So like apples, and like Arizona green tea, and there's a lime cucumber Gatorade. None of them are sponsors of the videos, but just that crispness, that freshness. Also like lemon in your water, like that kind of stuff. And so with it being this hot today, I was jonesing for an Arizona green tea. Unfortunately, I am on trail, and I'm on trail for the next 4 days. So I will not be getting an Arizona green tea. That's unfortunate. Let's see. I don't think there's any shout outs today. It was a pretty straightforward day hiking. I ran into one southbounder that he was, I think, filling a gap from Wyoming to back down to Colorado. And then I didn't see another CDT hiker. In fact, I only saw 3 other hikers, and they looked like they were on day hikes. So it was a pretty quiet day. I think that's about it. So no shout outs, but I did have a good day. Hope you had a good day. I'll keep you folks posted on the aggressive goal to get to Rollins and the big climb tomorrow. And I hope everyone has a nice evening. Talk to you soon.